I'm back with some more, and right now we will be utilizing a great method of getting money really early on. So, all you need to do this is these bucket helmets that you get early in the game. Now, once you have these buckets, you need to go and get a Drudane. So you're going to use these in a good method of infinitely gaining plants. So, first thing you need to do, you actually need to go to a specific location in order to get a book. And this book you need to read, which will give you access to the recipe. And that will be all the way up here. If you're trying to figure out the coordinates, it is listed on the map. So, up here, over here, there will be a book sitting right here on this stool. You're going to read it, and it's going to be access to all of these recipes. So you're going to do is you want to sneak, and then you're going to want to grab all of that. That's a free helmet. You're going to want to sneak, and you're going to want to grab some of these seedlings. Now, once you get the seedlings, they're going to be stolen, so these people are going to try and get you. But what you can do is you can go in your inventory, and if it's stolen, you can send it to your other character that's away from you and let them search you and then send it back, and they will never find it. Now, once you have that, you're going to want to go to any location that's in the wide open where there's nothing that's going to be in your way. Now, you're going to save. Crafting. And for me, I'm going to be using the 3 buckets I have to make those. And then I also have clay-filled buckets, which is what you get back. So make those. So this requires any bucket. Now you can only use buckets with water in them. You got to combine the bucket with water with a empty cup, mug, any of that to empty the water. Then you could utilize the bucket. Certain buckets do not work. It seems to only be the buckets that you can equip. Now you're gonna have all these plants and just drop them. Now, you'll see that they start growing, and once they finish growing, you'll see that they all sprout. Now, this is where it becomes a little tedious, but it is worth it. I've earned upwards of 40,000 early on with this. Now, you're going to pick them all up. And after you do all of this, you'll notice that you'll have more than you used in the beginning. So you should have almost double, if not double, every single time. And these sell for about 200 each if you have max bartering and if you have maxed out their relationship with the trader. That's what it is. Something like that. So you'll then repeat the process, but this time you'll have all of the buckets in your inventory. Yeah, the clay pots. So you just go back into crafting, go back over to it, and rinse and repeat. Now, You'll notice in my inventory I have 18 buckets, and now I have 39. How much is that worth? 50. You see, the stack is worth 7,800. Now, we're only at level, like, 4. You'll notice I have maxed out stats and everything. I also did another trick where, when you level up, if you have all skilled up and bigger and better equipped, you go to the mirror. And you just remove them before you even go into your level up skill thing. You go to the mirror, you remove the 2 of them, and you cancel. You do that a couple times, and you'll end up with 255 skill points, attribute points, and combat ability points. Which means you can max out everything. Now I'm using Lone Wolf, which doubles it. So I get up to 40. If you look, Lone Wolf, up to 40 for attributes, and up to 10 for all skills. Combat abilities, up to 10. Yeah. Because that one only gives you 1 polymorph, gives you a skill point, so attribute points, so it does not give you double for that. It would just make the game kind of crazy. But combining the 2 of these together, we now have 40 in everything, which means we immediately move. We have 10 in everything, and minus the levels from gear, and we have 5 in everything, plus the actual extra stuff from gear and talents. So there's that. Those are 2 of the best cheats you could do or glitches you could do in the beginning of the game. Now, back to what we were doing. You're gonna want to go back down here. Dromden. 18 of them, and rinse and repeat. Now, all of these extra 21 here that we have, we can go back to town at the square, and we can actually just sell them to this lady right here.
She looks at you with wet eyes.
She doesn't have a lot of money right now, so we're going to actually go to the bridge. This guy should have the most money right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to sell to him. Yeah, 16. So, now what we could do is we could take these, go to where he has his maximum money. Boom. Now we have all of his money. We're at 2,000 again. And if you want to make it even better, you can go to donate. And donate stuff. Like, if I donate this shell, he's going to go up in rep. Like, boom. See, now he's a 31. Now it's 37. So on and so forth. Which will make things way easier. Now, if I do this, he's a 100. Now, each one of these is going to sell for... So, these are going to cost 158 to purchase back. But, let's go ahead and do this real quick. And drop all these and get more. And what was required before to get it is way less to get maximized money from him. Now, you could use these skills up the way you want to do them, or you can ignore it. In my opinion, this is one of the best ways if you want to start on a harder difficulty off the start. You could do all of this stuff at level 3. If you have access to gift bags, which give you all of these bonuses. They give you a mirror in Fort Joy, which makes it so you can change your stats off the start. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to get as many things as I've gotten in this. Now, I've already done a file where I beat it normal. This is just a for fun lone wolf file where I'm seeing how well I can get my characters off in the start of the game with only 2 people using lone wolf.
Junk.
Now, for me, the original investment into doing all of this was nothing. I grabbed all of the buckets on the ship in the beginning of the game. And then what I did was I grabbed every bucket I could find everywhere else. And I grabbed the seedling from that area and I dropped it and I got it for free. Now, if you look, we have 26 now. So, we're going to go back down to crafting. We're going to go over here. We're going to make another one. Another batch. All 18 of them in my inventory. And we had a yield of 8. Not huge yield, but
Need supplies.
come back over here and you go down to sell. And one of these is now worth 143. Now, if we go to buy and we buy one, it's 280. Before, they were only selling for about 80. But with our bartering and that, you could see that we have way higher prices now. So, we go over to sell. This guy doesn't have any money right now, but our total would be 1,444 from 8. Last time we had to sell, I think it was 13 or 14? Not sure. To get 1,600. So, it's a big difference just for a few minutes of time. Well, I'm going to leave that one here. You guys can go ahead and try that out if you want to get some quick upgrades in the beginning of the game. It'll give you access to all of your skills off the start. I'll see you all in the next one.